So when I was young, I think I was around, I have to say around 7, 8 years old. I was about to go to second grade, and I remember during the weekend, my brother had to babysit me, and I got to hang out with him and his friends, which I thought was awesome. When I was 8 year old, I got to hang with teens and everything like that. They liked me, thought I was really funny and everything. But I remember we all went to a donut shop, and I remember them sitting there laughing and everything like that. And the donut shop had arcade games, and I went in and I went over there, and I remember seeing Double Dragon for the first time. Now the footage I'm showing you guys is Double Dragon Advance. I mean, that's probably the best Double Dragon ever compared to the originals. But I saw it for the first time, and it was my first pretty much a beat 'em up type game that I've ever seen, and I thought it was awesome. Like the girl gets kidnapped, you got the guys, they come out of the garage, which is now you look at it, it's hilarious, and they just start beating up people on the street, going around, and I thought that was really cool. I remember begging my brother for a quarter so I could play it, and you would think that, if he wanted me to be occupied, he would give me some quarters. So I finally harassed him about a good 20 minutes, or probably somewhere around 20, 30 minutes, and he finally gave me a bunch of quarters. Ended up playing the game finally. I was actually pretty good at it, well, the more quarters you put in, the farther you'll get pretty much, especially as a kid. But once I figured out how to do the elbow move, I was pretty much flying through the game. So I actually got pretty far. I did run out of quarters because I wasn't that good at it to the way that you could beat the game on a quarter, just doing the elbow move all the time. But I got pretty far, and I was pretty proud of myself. Double Dragon I would say it's pretty dear to my heart. That game is I don't know. It's just when I think if there's a beat 'em up I could think of my favorite is definitely Double Dragon. I don't know if it's because it's the first one I played, but that game was just really cool. And then then it had the sequels like Double Dragon 2 and stuff like that. Double Dragon 2 the arcade game of that. The Double Dragon 2 the arcade game is actually my favorite Double Dragon game ever. I just when I was young, I saw the girl get shot in the streets, and it's messed up. The girlfriend gets shot this time instead of kidnapped, and you just got to go on a mission to get revenge, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Double Dragon 2 didn't pull any punches. Unfortunately, Double Dragon 3, the arcade game, wasn't as great. I don't know what was up with that game. They were trying to do something different or what was going on with it, but it just did not live up to what it could have been. Unfortunately, I actually played the NES version, and I got good at that one, and I still beat it today. It's still pretty easy to me, but still, it wasn't that great of a game either. Losing if you died, then that's it. We're playing video games. We're not trying to be realistic here. Gosh, have a couple of lives or something like that. It would have been better. But enough talking about Double Dragon 3. That one is it's okay. But then the next game, Super Double Dragon, was pretty cool. That one is I like that game a lot too. Unfortunately, that game didn't have a story mode to it, so it was just pretty much beating people down. It had maybe a 2-paragraph story, and that was it. It's not even really considered a story, a canon game, pretty much. But then there's Double Dragon 4 that recently came out, and that game is I think it's pretty good. Even though it goes off the NES games, I think it's the best of the NES type games out there. It beats Double Dragon 2 out the water easily. It has problems with it. It's not that great. It has a lot of problems with it, but still, I can see the potential that it has. If it came out back in the day, in the NES era, it would have did really well. Double Dragon 2 is considered the best game in the series, the NES one, but I don't know. If it was back then, I would say Double Dragon 4 would have beat it out. So hopefully with Double Dragon 4 coming out, hopefully we get some more games in the series. Developers they showed interest in it, so hopefully they bring it back. I don't know, but Double Dragon series needs to come back somehow, and it already has, but it needs to just stay that way. But anyways, guys, that's just me yammering and everything. So that's another gaming memories, and I guess I will see you next time.